It is 3:02, and I'm going to officially call this special meeting to order at 3:02 on June 25th, 2020. Just because this is recorded, John, can you do a roll call for us?
I can. All in attendance, Mike?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, all in attendance. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we can skip over some of the other pieces. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. This is a special meeting, so we are here to discuss recycling and any other pertinent information that may have arisen. I do want to make one announcement real quick, though, before we get into the meeting part. We are still only allowing people to attend the meetings virtually because of social distancing. Just wanted to put that out there because we did have 2 people come up today that wanted to attend the meeting, but the way our meeting room is designed, there's not enough area for us to keep this 6 foot around us and then them too. And there's also the concern of making sure we stay under 10 because we're still under the governor's orders of 10 or less people in these meetings at this time.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that out there, and I think, you know, that's something we may have to, John, look at when we put it in the newspaper too, maybe make some type of comment to that going forward so people understand.
Okay.
Yep, but they are recorded too, so you can watch them live, but then you can also watch them on our YouTube channel. So keep as clear as we can. Any other announcements? Okay. Can I get a motion to accept today's agenda?
Okay. I move that we accept the agenda. Also, that we dismiss, I don't know how to put this. I want to make a motion that we dismiss all the other formalities in our regular meeting and go directly to discussing under administration the recycling issue, which is the only issue today.
Okay, can I get a
I
second?
will second that motion.
Is there anything else we need added to the or amended to the agenda? Dave, did you have something?
Nope, nothing today.
Okay. All right, hearing no other additions, roll call, John.
Mike?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, that will move us into our administration portion and the recycling contract. We have sitting before us on the Board of Trustees a request from Portage County Solid Waste Management District to enter into a 1-year contract with all the terms of our previous contract with the exception of number 1, the price structure being $3 per month through January, and then starting in January, $3.75 per month through July. That would be a 1-year contract. The second change of that contract would be service would not be weekly, it would be service every other week. So I need a motion to put that on the floor for discussion.
So moved.
Okay, now, so
Sue
that,
moves, I need a second for discussion.
okay, but the motion has to be done in a positive.
It's kind of, I have a question. Just accept that for a second, Mike, and I have a question.
Okay, I will make that second.
Okay, so the second is to accept the contract is where we're at.
But what's the date on that, Nick?
July 1
Okay.
of 2020 through June 30th of 2021.
Okay. I'll read this back to you so you have it.
Okay, yeah, you want to go ahead and read it and then we can have discussion.
It's 2021. What was the price again? $3.75?
$3 from July 1 through December 31st.
Okay.
And January 1 through June 30th, $3.75.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay. The motion, Sue, you made, Mike, you're seconding, is move to accept the Portage County Solid Waste District contract effective 7/1 of 2020 through June 30th of 2021. $3 a month for the first half of the contract of 7/1/20 through 12/31 of 20. then $375 a month for the second half, 1/1/21 through June 30th, 21.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, so that opens us the floor up to discussion. Any comments on the contract?
Well, the first thing I want to make perfectly clear, and this is just one trustee, but I know, Nick, you've agreed also. I truly think Brimfield needs to be out of recycling. This is, let's make that perfectly clear. This is Portage County Recycle. This is not Brimfield Township Recycle.
Right.
So, and I'm pretty sure where you two stand. So basically it ends up on my lap. Now, you know, you can jump in whenever you want, Nick, but I have done a lot of soul searching. I spent more on this in the last, since we got the letter. I've heard from countless people at the restaurant. I've been out for 2 cycles counting bins. Hopefully nobody thinks I'm a nut driving around their houses, but I've been out. So the numbers, I mean, whether we agree or we disagree, I mean, like I told you, the one time was darn near 89%. The other time it was plus 75%. I mean, you know, what Nick has tried to do has been wonderful, with no help from Portage County, because in essence, I don't even know why we started this, because there was never once an avenue for us to negotiate.
Right.
You know, it's basically like we're the kids in this relationship, and Portage County is our mom and dad, and they're not going to let us even talk. You know, so, but I do understand. You know, we are in the middle of a COVID situation, and there's enough anxiety. And don't get us wrong. I think all 3 of us want to recycle. We just want some to be respected and treated, you know, when we have questions and answered.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hate to say it, some people in Portage County make me feel like I'm watching the little whorehouse in Texas with the little mayor in the white suit dancing around, not listening to a darn thing we say.
Right.
And that's only my opinion. I am a voter in Brimfield. So, you know, I mean, I know how reactive we are to the needs of our residents. And I've heard people passionate about not having it. I've heard many more people passionate about having it. And I just think, you know, right now, let's all get together and worry about more important things. Not that this is important, Nick.
Right.
But about staying safe with this COVID and doing the right thing. And the one thing that really sort of shocked me, I know a lot of people put trash in their recycle bins, but if we as residents have to pay for another trash bin, I mean, I've seen prices from $6 over $9 for another bin. So,
Right.
So, you know, I've definitely done my homework on this, and Nick, you've been nothing but wonderful as you pushed everything forward and got answers, and a lot of people don't appreciate it, but most do. I think the silent majority appreciates it, you know, because you have done your due diligence above and beyond. If they don't like you, they're crazy, because they don't understand all you do for Brimfield.
Right.
So that's my thoughts.
And I appreciate that. And let me just kind of give my 3 points, and then Sue, I'll let you talk on it too. Listen, I don't disagree. I think recycling is a great service. I think it's a service that people can utilize. My problem is, though, when I look at this, is how we represent our residents and making sure that they're getting treated fairly, right? It's our job to make sure things are done correctly. And so I actually talked to one of the commissioners this afternoon, Sabrina, and she gave me the numbers that we have 3,775 units paying for recycling at this point. And that means they pay $2.21 a month last year, meaning they brought in $100,000 to the recycling district. They are asking for this to go to $3.75 a month, ultimately, which means that's an increase of $70,000 from Brimfield to the district. So it's not about $1 a month, it's about the $70,000. But bigger than that is this number. This is just what I want people to understand why I fought so hard about this. That $3.75 is for every other week. So when we were paying $2.21 a month, the district was operating on $1,900 per week to pick up. That's what they were bringing in. And so they had $1,900 to pick up with. When we go to $3.75 and we go to every other week, it takes that price to $6,500 for the pickup. That's a $4,600 increase for pickup. I don't know about you, but if I owned a business, that's a pretty substantial increase on my customer base, and that's what the fight is about.
It's
not the dollar.
And you can't even negotiate it.
Yeah, it's not about $1 a month. It's about when you take that $1 a month and extrapolate it over 3,700 residents and take that over 12 months and then reduce their service in half. The district is making a profit of $4,500 every time they drive through our community. That was my first concern.
But it's a great business model.
Yeah, I swear, I'm going to open a new business with this model. I'll probably fail because I'm not the government, right? But
Next recycling.
my second point of concern, and this is why I brought this up, is that they, as the county, have failed to negotiate in good faith. They have proposed the same proposal since 2019. We have, as the Board of Trustees, tried to negotiate for you, the residents, in good faith. And we have conceded on subscription. We've conceded on surveys. We've conceded on weekly to bi-weekly. We conceded on price. We've conceded on everything, and they refuse to concede on anything. But more disheartening than that is this, is that we've tried to open up communications, especially this last week, to make sure that you, the residents, got what was fair. And Commissioner Klein, the president of the board, refuses to return phone calls.
And Nick, I've been waiting almost 7 weeks for her, from before COVID, for Vicki Klein to return my call.
Yeah, so I have Kathleen Clyde refusing. She's the president of the board, refuses to call back another elected official. I'm not saying because I'm elected I should be special, but I think that's how that works. We should have respect and be able to work. And so I want to leave you with this. This is my last point on this, and this is my frustration. This is not our obligation as trustees. All right, the Ohio Revised Code gives the authority to the commissioners to do this, not the local subdivisions. But because the county fails to act, it has become our problem to make sure that our residents get what they deserve. So here's what I'm saying. We are forced to fix the mistakes of the commissioners. The commissioners have showed us here in Brimfield, they do not care about our residents. Instead of doing their jobs, they ignore our calls, they ignore our requests, and they ignore our chances to negotiate. This is not about our residents. Instead, this is about nothing but political agendas and egos out of the county. Our commissioners specifically, and I'll call them out, Vicki Klein and Kathleen Clyde, have shown they do not care about Brimfield residents at this point because of their inactions and the ability to talk to us. Even more than that, they have shown they do not care about the residents of Portage County by continuing to allow Bill Steiner to hold his position. He has shown that he is unfit for his job. He is unfit by using misleading statements that have convinced this board initially and other boards that recycling was mandatory when we have shown that it's not. And even the county has said it's not mandatory. Beyond that, he also told us that subscription was not feasible and was not an option in our county, yet him, as Bill Steiner, the director of solid waste, gets subscription service to his house and residents on his street. To me, that shows unethical actions, and the Board of Commissioners just turn a blind eye to it. And that's my piece on it.
And I mean, just so it's perfectly clear, I mean, I reached out to Kathleen Clyde, and she did return my call. It was 3 or 4 days later, but she did return my call. Sabrina Bennett has been nothing but straightforward. Anytime I call her, I know I will get a call back from her.
And this has nothing to do with politics. It is the fact that she calls back within 24 hours with any question we have, trying, be it recycling, the prosecutor's office, be it zoning, whatever it is, we get answers.
I know. So I mean, with Sabrina, you actually feel like you have a partner, someone that will listen to you.
Right.
So yeah, I'm thoroughly done with the process.
Well, I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate that we as township trustees operate independent of each other. That doesn't make us wrong, it doesn't make us bad, anything like that. Nick, you did a wonderful job of opening up this so that we can discuss it instead of just blanketly going along with it, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the figures and all that we've got, but I have received emails from residents. I don't like to see 0.1% of 15,000 people be the controlling factor of the whole unit. And I think all the research and what all we have done to present it to this board clearly shows that we're not really happy. But come June the 26th or 27th, I don't want recycling to stop.
Right.
My opinion is if we go ahead and accept this, that perhaps that would buy us some time within the next year to determine as a board what we want to do with recycling, because the revised code said we don't have to do it. But I'm also taking into effect all the residents that we have. So I would just like to vote and do this. However you guys want to vote is fine. I just want to go on with life.
Right. Yeah, it's just, to me, it's disheartening that we are forced to do the work of the commissioners because they wouldn't step up to the plate and do the job right.
Well, it's an election year.
Right. It's convenient that this happens.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's what they did, but it sure is convenient.
Am I allowed to get a point in just
Yes.
since I'm not there?
Yes, let me turn you just a little bit, so there you go. Maybe the computer can pick you up that way. Go ahead, John.
I know I'm on the board, but I'm not the voting portion of that. But I want to thank all three of you for the work that you've done in regards to this, simply because this is not even our responsibility to handle. This is Portage County's recycling program, not Brimfield Township's. You guys have gotten smacked around on Facebook, up and down, all those kinds of things because of opinions of trying to do the best for the members and residents of Brimfield Township. But it shouldn't have been you guys. I thank you for doing that, but it should have been implemented by Portage County. It's Portage County's program. So there should have been, I appreciate what all three of you have done, but I just want to make sure that the residents know that as well, that you're doing this for the good of them. It's not your responsibility. And the people that it was their responsibility have failed in regards to that. So I just wanted to make sure that I got my 2 cents across in regards to my feelings about the three of you. So thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
We appreciate that, John.
Okay.
Hearing no other comments?
All right, I'm going to read it one more time again, just so you guys know exactly what we're voting on. Move to accept the Portage County Solid Waste District contract effective July 1st of 2020 through June 30th of 2021. The first half of the contract is going to be $3 a month from July 1st, 20 through 12/31 of 20. The second half is $3.75 a month from January 1st of 21 through June 30th of 21. And I'm going to do a roll call for all in favor, but that's listed as a positive. So if your answer is that you want that, you're going to vote yes. If you don't, you're going to vote no. Mike Kostensky.
Okay, I am going to vote, judging by the amount of emails and what I saw on the driveways and everything. I'm going to vote yes for the people of Brimfield.
Okay. Sue Fields.
Yes.
Nick Koya.
I'm voting no, and the reason for my no vote is this should be a county issue, not ours, not that I don't support the recycling program.
Okay, motion passed.
Okay. Any other business for the good of Brimfield Township in this special meeting we need to cover?
When do we talk home rule?
That'll be coming up at the next meeting. Okay, hearing no other business, I need a motion to end the meeting.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Roll call?
All those in favor, Mike,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Nick.
Yes. Meeting
You're adjourned.
adjourned at 3:21.
And Nick, thank you for all you've done.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Nick.